Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing about the currencies part basically. So in last video basically we discussed that basically how currency basically energy is connected basically, and how basically what the currency energy basically can create, how basically currency energy basically can be created. One person told that basically this is also must basically. So currency basically energy basically what things basically can be created, whatever things basically the Dubai land basically has here basically we have taken the example of the Dubai land. So whatever the Dubai land basically give the permission, that basically will be the containing the that basically it is going to contain the currency energy basically. So whatever the human needs basically the Dubai land has given the permission. So how basically Dubai say that basically these all are the things basically which Dubai land can basically take it. For example, they told that basically they don't take that all items basically. Items which fix basically we can't say basically which item. The reason that is attracting to that is basically attracting the sea water. Then he told that basically because Dubai basically is near sea, so basically they say that basically this type of item basically we don't take it. This type of water basically we don't have it in the Dubai basically. We basically have the water basically from the other countries basically. We basically takes the purchase the water basically from the other country basically. So like this basically this all basically things are also basically are there. They basically say that basically whatever things basically for example Dubai say that basically if we basically have this whole item basically in Dubai, 100% the earthquake is going to happen. So whatever basically the natural disaster basically is going to happen to Dubai basically, so they have the list of that basically. For example, Dubai basically said basically sometimes basically we get lots of rain here basically. So one person told that basically you have basically this human needs basically in this city basically, do you know? He told that yes basically just remove that human needs basically, yeah. That human need is basically creating problem in the Dubai. Due to that basically the heavy rain basically has fallen basically. Then he told that yes basically, yeah. So he told that basically if we basically might have created the currency system basically, currency energy, and Dubai currency energy basically if we have created, and 22 human basically we have created, then this natural disaster basically mostly might not have came basically. Then he told that yeah basically this basically we have to do basically. So one person told that basically in this world basically there are few cities basically there basically never natural disaster comes basically. So he told that yes basically there are few cities basically in this world basically there never basically the natural disaster comes. So he told that basically there basically internet is also not available, mobile are also not available, but they are basically modern city basically. They are having each and everything basically, good house, good bungalows, each and everything basically they have, but they don't have the internet, they don't have the mobile, and they basically their basically companies also basically does not exist. There nothing basically the rupees earning basically things basically does not have basically there. They basically gets the money from other city basically. So dependency basically is there. He told that basically, and he told that basically their human needs so basically which they take it, that also basically they have ordered according to the land mapping basically with the nature. So he told that basically Dubai basically is containing this type of land. Like he told that yes basically Dubai contain. Assume that Mumbai basically is also near sea only basically. Mumbai is also basically near sea. So he told that basically Mumbai and Dubai basically land basically both basically are near the sea basically, right? So they will never basically order that type of human needs basically. They will never basically going to construct basically that type of building basically, which is going to affect to the Mumbai city basically. So for example, he told that basically, do you know basically sometime basically high tides and the sea basically water basically comes inside the city. Yes, basically, yeah, that we know, yeah, basically. So he told that basically that is the one of the reason basically you have ordered this type of all items basically in the city basically. So the people eats that, and then basically the attraction happens. But that basically very long term effect basically. That is very long term effects. In short term basically it doesn't happen. For example, you have eaten this type of human needs today. So today basically the sea's water is not going to attract. It will take basically time. So that basically comes into the habit basically, which the food basic the things basically which you have the in the human need. For example, the building construction basically is the best example. Construction basically attracts the seawater basically. So the construction industry basically in the Mumbai or basically in the Dubai basically they are playing the main role basically. They basically are responsible for the natural disaster. So few basically people say that basically we have demolished, we basically have destroyed this apartments, they will destroyed this malls, destroyed that area basically. The reason was basically the natural disaster basically was happening due to that area basically. So he told that basically if this thing basically is if this concept basically might have introduced, that is a currency energy department, sorry, currency energy data basically that comes to the 22 blood group basically. So currency human basically if you might have introduced and you might have checked each and everything basically human needs before getting that human needs into the city, then basically you will never basically going to the face this type of problem basically. Then he told that basically yes, yeah, basically, actually this idea basically is also basically good basically, but that required the perfect human. For that basically we have to do the lots of spending basically. But in the thing basically which you gets out from the natural disaster, that 1% money is basically enough basically. Then he told that yes, yeah, basically the natural disaster basically sometime entire city gets end also basically, sometime entire city also basically gets end. So that city basically ends. So that is basically the biggest natural disaster basically. So that natural disaster basically happened due to this concept basically was not prepared. That was a currency energy equal to all human needs has to take in this currency energy, and currency energy is equal to 22 people basically have to create. 22 people have to create, and one person basically containing one blood group, second person basically containing another blood group. Like this 22 blood group people basically have to create. And then basically like this basically the things basically has to create. Like this he told that basically yes, here basically this you are correct basically. If you have created this long before basically, then basically lots of things basically might have saved also basically. Lots of things basically might have saved. But this basically is very carefully basically you have to do, because it's very dangerous also basically. It's very dangerous also. It might possible that some dangerous disease also basically might create. So you have to pick each and every perfect people, and the environment also basically perfectly has to be planned. Then only basically you have to do that basically. Because like currency energy is there, then the Vadodara city energy is there basically. Like this basically the lots of people basically are created basically. Lots of people basically are created. So if they are getting created, then basically according to the environment also basically you have to handle. So before create this basically the lots of basically things basically has to be done basically. So that basically the nuclear power company basically only have the idea basically that which kind of energy basically can be set, so that the this all basically things basically can be tested basically. So like this basically he told that basically yes, here basically you are correct. Then basically the things basically was the currency energy basically. Again back to the currency energy basically. So the currency energy equal to 22 human bodies basically, that are the blood group basically which has to be taken, and then basically the all the human needs basically energy are also be to be dumped into that body basically. Then only basically things can be. So in next video we are going to see little bit more about this.